It's time for Grandma Reads a Story, and we have with us Grandma Bessie today, and this is a joint program with the Foster Grandparents Program of Oakland County, sponsored by Catholic Charities of Southeastern Michigan and the Huntington Public Library. So, Grandma Bessie, take it away.
Paper Son. The inspired story of Tyrus Ron, immigrant and artist. It's written by Julie Ling and Chris Saka. Before he became an artist named Tyrus Wang, he was a boy named Wang Jing Yo, who traveled with his father across the vast ocean of America, clutching a bundle of paper in his hand. The paper was not for drawing monkeys, which he loved to do. They were papers describing the life of another Chinese boy, whom Jing Yu was pretending to be. He had memorized every word. In 1999, Chinese immigrants were not allowed in the United States unless they could prove they're a citizen by high status. Scholars and merchants, business owners, a child must be a citizen. So the boy father pretended that he was a merchant named Look Get. Wang Jing Yo became his son, Look Tai Yao. He was now Zap Paper Son. Every night the boy studied and answered exactly questions where he named his family who lived in a village, who was leader of the district, how far it could be next village. The immigrant often will ask me the same question and compare the answer and made sure that the son and father, if they do not match, you would be sent back to Gumshan. Gumshan means Gold Mountains. Cantonese. They was what Chinese call America because the opportunities was there. See, his father would always point the horizon. Life in Gumshan will be a blank paper and will decide how to mark it. The boy followed his father's gaze to where the water met the sky. Maybe we will spot a glimmer of Gold Mountains too. At last they arrived in Angel's Island. His father, who had been American before, cleared immigrant quickly, but the boy was sent back. Finally, Jing Yo was brought in the front of 3 men who bombarded him with questions. How many widows does you have in your house have? What direction does the village face? Where did you go to school? The boy was nervous, but he remembered all the answers from the coaching paper his father had given him. He was released from Angel Island. His father was waiting for him with open arms outstretched. Now we must look for opportunity, he said. At school in Sacramento, Wang Jing Yo was given a new name by the teachers that named him combined with the name of his paper name, Yao Tai Yao, Americanized to Titus Young. Titus did not like school. He preferred sketching a science doodle, a Graham art name. His father borrowed enough money to send Titus to Otis Art Institution, Los Angeles. They learned to paint and draw in the Western style, smudging thick charcoals from the shadows and mirroring away right in the objects. He also studied artwork in China Song Dynasty, where watercolor and simple lines communicate much of it showing little. The lusciousness of flower could be felt, but gradual increase of colors. A mountain could loom in the distance with a few jagged lines. In the evening, Titus mopped the floor at the school janitor. He swirled the soapy water around, the mop dancing, dangling in his hand like a paintbrush. Then one day Titus had heard the Disney was making a movie called Bambi about a young deer who must learn to survive without a mother. But the animator were having trouble creating a background. Titus thought about the mother who had left behind in China and the father who also believed in him. He thought about styles of paint and combined East and West, his past and present. Titus saw his opportunity. He spent the day painting landscape instead of drawing a forest scene like a leaf tree in tree by tree. He created his feeling of wood of mountain with spirals, brush stroke, and soft watercolor. Where other artists must use 10 strokes of a brush, he used 5. The results of breathtaking was Disney loved it. He instructed the animator to follow Titus' style.
Wow.
Bambi became a groundbreaking film. Artists and critics gushed about the art, how it was communicated by such showing a little. How could you almost smell the mossy green in the woods and hear the rushing waters of brooks? But in the end, Titus was credited only as a background artist. Walt Disney student fired Titus after an employee strike, even though he did not participate. It would be many years before the world saw Titus Warren for the artist that he was.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But Titus never stopped painting. He never, not just on paper. Throughout his life, he would draw his art on ceramic, silk scarf, murals, menus. Titus always found new ways to leave work. As an old man, Titus discovered the love of kites, caterpillars, and pandas, fishes and butterflies. He would tell he wanted to be looking as he could want to see gold mountains. One sunny day, he could often tell Titus Wong off the beach, facing the ocean. He crossed long ago, flying a large, colorful kite. He cradled himself, glimmering gold where the water met the sky.
Mm-hmm. Pictures.
That's the end of the story.
Okay, great. Wow, that was a pretty interesting story.
Yeah.
He was the one that came up with all of that for the Bambi, that beautiful movie.
Right.
Backgrounds. I never was credited with it until much later.
Yeah.
And the other thing I thought was interesting is he had a paper name.
Right.
His father.
He painted with he painted with a purple with a newspaper.
Yeah. Came up with his own name. His father came up with an identity, and that his son, and they had to memorize all the details about their house.
Right. Then he went to Sacramento. You know, went to school in Sacramento.
And they gave him a name.
They gave him a name. Yeah.
The name. None of those names were his names at all.
Right.
So they had the imaginary name that his father had given him, and then the name. She gave him another name. The teacher. How could a teacher give a kid a name? Oh, it's a really interesting story. So, what was your favorite part about it?
He loved to paint, and you know. And he was they had that and they fired him.
Yeah, they fired him.
Yeah, they fired him. Even though he wasn't even, you know, he wasn't in that, but they fired him.
Just fired everybody apparently.
Yeah. Huh. And he would paint. He discovered a love of kites, caterpillars, pandas, fishes, and butterflies. He would tell people he wanted to be looking up. How could they want to see a gold mountain? He painted on scarves, murals, menus.
What an interesting story. That overcome all of that.
Right.
So, okay. So, what is the next story you have for us today?
Respect. Respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. All right. Respect. Aretha Franklin, Queen of Soul. Carol Boston, Willa Ford. Art by Franklin Morrison. Aretha, the Queen of Soul. Carol Boston, Willa Ford, illustrated by Frank Morrison.
She was the Queen of Soul.
Yeah, respect. Blessed, cradled by the church, rocked by an ebony sea. Aretha say a little prayer each night on bending knees. Detroit, Franklin moved from Memphis, Tennessee, where they put down roots and rise like a mighty tree. Music, hand clapping gospel, Franklin pedigree. Parents, children praise the Lord in stern harmony. Strife, Clarence and Barbara Franklin can be seen not to agree. Daddy wasn't faithful, so Mama chose to flee. Gifted, young gifted black Aretha heard the melody, then she plays the tune by ear, plinking perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah. Example, the preacher's father fight the right in his community, other leader visit the voice of common plea. Talented, young Aretha solo soared with artists. Her rash father sends his daughter Destiny. Debut, 14 recording lives and nervous as can be, she cut a gospel album, Give God the Victory. excuse me, voice. Aretha's voice resounded with color and clarity, spanning 3+ octave measure of grief. Something in this book make me sneeze. Yeah, the leaves in the books make me sneeze. Groove. Aretha found her groove when she was rocking R&B. No woman of her time was more charter-topper than she. Right. For the civil rights movement of radical, Aretha raised funds and gave concerts free. Someday we shall overcome. We will demand equal rights. We march for we'll all be free. Someday we'll all be free. Great. Aretha crowned as Queen of Soul, our own royalty. She won awards and accolades in more than 1 degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proud. When the first Black president is sworn in history, the Queen rejoiced my soul. Rejoice with my country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty. Wow. Aretha Franklin, Hummer. Aretha chose her queen down from the sea and shining sea, but in the Troy down to earth, she was known as just Riri. Chart toppers, Aretha Franklin's biggest hit, Respect, Baby, I Love You. I never loved a man the way I love you. Change of food, Sweet Baby Sweet, since you've been gone. Think, share your love with me. Don't play that song with the Dixie Flyers. Call me. Bridge over troubled waters, Spanish Harlem. Daydreaming, Angel, I'm in love. Until you come back to me, that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes he can feel, break it up to me gently. Jump it, get it right. Free of love. I knew you'd be waiting for me. That's it.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So what did you think of that book, Grandma Bestie?
Well, she came from Memphis, Tennessee. That's my hometown.
Oh, is it? Cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't know. I always thought she was born and raised in Detroit. So
I did too. But she came from Memphis, Tennessee. And then after the dad, you know, he was cheating on the mother. The mother left him.
Yeah, I didn't know that happened either. So, but the dad got involved in her, thought she was going to be
right.
So yeah, I found out quite a bit. I thought it was interesting about her history, and that is and all those songs. So what do you remember her music?
Yeah, I remember her music.
Yeah, what were your favorite songs?
Oh, a lot of them. Respect.
Yes, yep.
Don't play that. Wait, Call Me. Bridge Over Troubled Waters. They were all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely effective. Really good singer. She is as young, could hear a song and then just play it on the piano.
Yeah. She played by ear.
Yeah, so which book did you like the best?
This one, Respect.
That Respect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Something about Aretha Franklin is just it was forever.
Right.
Forever. and her music and her presence. I didn't know she was that she was in marches too. Did you know she was involved in the marches? She did.
She did what?
Said that she was involved in the marches, and I didn't know that either. I didn't think of that, or I didn't know that. So.
And you know they got a street name in Detroit, Aretha Franklin.
Queen of Soul.
Yeah, she's the Queen of Soul.
Yeah. So, and because all her songs were just, to me,
they were all good. All her songs good.
Don't really think of it as soul, but the crossover, I guess. So, so what are there something common about both stories about two different people and two different stories?
Two different stories. Paper Son, you know, he liked to paint, but see, she played the piano and did all these songs.
So that was different,
yeah.
But both of them are inspiring.
Right.
Both of them had to overcome things in their family and overcome moving to a different country and learning a new language for the artist. But both inspiring stories.
Yeah.
And so, how are they different? How do you think how they different?
Well, like I said, Paper Son, he liked to paint, but see, she made records.
Yeah, so they were artists, but in different areas.
Both of them was artists, but you know, different artists.
Fields, different fields. So, well, so anything else you'd like to say about these two books?
No.
Okay. So so it's wonderful that you read. Thank you for reading those two stories. And today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's going to be St. Patrick's Day.
Sure is.
And we have some beautiful weather coming up. So hope everybody has a great St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. And we'll be back again for Grandma Reads a Story next week, 3:30. Hoping everybody has a happy and healthy day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.